CEO Diana Frost stood in her corner office at 2 a.m., staring at the resignation letter she'd just typed. 10 years building this company. 10 years sacrificing everything. For what? Her phone buzzed. Security. Ms. Frost, there's a situation in the server room. She went down. Found the new IT contractor, Cole Bennett, working frantically. What are you doing here? She asked sharply. Fixing your system before it crashes, he said, not looking up. I'll bet you $1,000 you quit in 10 minutes. Nobody fixes this mess, she said bitterly. Watch me, he replied calmly. He didn't quit in 10 minutes. He stayed all night, and he fixed more than her servers. Before we begin, let me know where in the world you're watching this from. Now let's start. Cole Bennett, 35 years old, single father to 10-year-old twins Harper and Owen, had been contracted to fix Frost Industries' IT infrastructure. Simple job. 2 weeks, decent pay, then move on to the next client. Except the system was a disaster. Years of patches on patches, band-aid solutions, outdated security. Tonight, he'd discovered it was about to collapse completely. So at 2 a.m., instead of being home, he was in the server room trying to prevent catastrophic failure. What are you doing here? A sharp voice demanded. He looked up. Diana Frost, CEO, 42 years old, legendary in tech circles, known for being brilliant and ruthless. Fixing your system before it crashes, he said, turning back to his work. At 2 a.m., she asked skeptically. Your servers don't care what time it is. They're failing, he explained, typing rapidly. I'll bet you $1,000 you quit in 10 minutes. Nobody fixes this mess, she said, her voice laced with exhaustion and bitterness. Watch me, he replied calmly, not even glancing at her. She sat down on the floor against the wall. You're new. Cole Bennett, right? The contractor. That's me, he confirmed, still working. You have a family? She asked, surprising him. 2 kids, twins, 10 years old, he said. And they're okay with you being here at 2 a.m., she asked. They're at my sister's. She watches them when I have overnight work, he explained. Must be nice, having family who helps, she said quietly. Something in her tone made him look up. You don't? I don't have anyone. Built this company instead of building a life, she admitted, then seemed surprised at herself. Why am I telling you this? Because it's 2 a.m. and we're both here instead of sleeping. Honesty threshold is lower, he said with a slight smile. She laughed, actually laughed. Honesty threshold, I like that. Why are you here, Ms. Frost, he asked, going back to typing. Call me Diana, and I was writing my resignation letter, she said simply. His hand stilled on the keyboard. What? I built this company from nothing. 10 years, and I just realized I have nothing to show for it except a corner office and an empty apartment, she explained, her voice hollow. What about the company itself? The jobs you created? The products you built? He asked. What about them? None of that keeps me warm at night. None of that cares if I live or die, she said bitterly. So you're quitting? He asked, studying her. I don't know. Maybe. Probably. Does it matter? She asked, looking lost. It matters to the people who work here. It matters to your clients. And I'm guessing it matters to you, or you wouldn't be here at 2 a.m. agonizing over it, he said gently. You're very perceptive for an IT contractor, she observed. I'm a single dad. Perceptive is a survival skill, he said, a hint of humor in his voice. They sat in silence for a while. Cole worked. Diana watched. Why are you really working this hard on a system that's not your problem? She asked eventually. Because if it crashes, a lot of people lose their jobs, including the single parents who work here. I've been there. It sucks, he said honestly. You're very principled, she said. I'm practical. Good work leads to good references, leads to more work. I have kids to feed, he explained. But you're working for free right now. This isn't in your contract, she pointed out. No, but it's the right thing to do, he said simply. 2 hours passed. Cole worked steadily. Diana stayed, asking occasional questions, bringing coffee from her office. You're still here, she observed at 4 a.m. Told you I would be, he replied, taking the coffee gratefully. Why? She asked seriously. Why what? He asked, looking at her. Why do you care? You could have left it too. Let the system crash. Not your responsibility, she said. Because people are relying on this. And because you need to see that not everyone gives up when things get hard, he said, meeting her eyes. She looked away first. I'm not giving up. I'm being realistic. Realistic would be fixing what's broken instead of walking away. You're being defeated. There's a difference, he said gently. You don't know anything about me, she said defensively. I know you're here at 4 a.m. instead of home sleeping. I know you're thinking about quitting something you built from nothing. I know you're exhausted and lonely and don't know how to ask for help, he said. How do you know all that? She asked quietly. Because I've been there. Different circumstances, same feeling. After my wife left, I wanted to quit everything. But I had 2 kids depending on me. So I learned to keep going, he shared. Your wife left? She asked, surprised. 3 years ago. Said she married too young, had kids too young, wanted freedom. She got it. I got the twins, he explained matter-of-factly. Do you resent her? She asked. I did. For a while, now I'm just grateful for Harper and Owen. They're the best thing that ever happened to me, he said, warmth in his voice. You really love being a father, she observed. I really do. Even the hard parts. Especially the hard parts sometimes, he said with a smile. At 5 a.m., he sat back. Done. What? She asked, startled. Your system, it's fixed, temporarily. You need a complete overhaul, but you won't crash today, he explained. You actually did it, she said, amazed. I told you I would, he reminded her. You stayed for 3 hours, working on something that wasn't your job. For free, she said, studying him. I stayed because you needed help, and because I think you needed to see someone not give up on something important, he said, packing up his tools. Thank you, she said sincerely. You're welcome. Diana, can I say something? He asked. Go ahead, she said. Don't resign. Whatever's making you want to quit, fix it instead. You built something incredible here. Don't throw it away because you're tired, he said earnestly. What if I can't fix it? She asked, vulnerability in her voice. Then ask for help. From your team, from consultants, from whoever. But don't quit, he urged. I don't know how to ask for help. I've been doing everything alone for so long, she admitted. Start with I need help. Those 3 words, everything else follows, he said simply. She smiled. You make it sound easy. It's not easy, but it's better than quitting something you love, he said. They walked to the parking garage together. Cole, would you have breakfast with me? To thank you for tonight? She asked. It's 5:30 a.m. Isn't it a bit early for breakfast? He asked, amused. There's a diner near here that opens at 6. Best pancakes in the city, she said. I should get home to the kids, he started. 1 hour, please. I don't want to go home to an empty apartment right now, she said quietly. He looked at her, saw someone reaching out, asking for help in the only way she knew how. Okay, 1 hour, but I'm buying. You've already paid me for this job, he said. You worked for free tonight, she pointed out. Consider it customer service, he said with a grin. The diner was exactly as Diana described. Small, worn, comfortable. They sat in a booth, ordered pancakes, coffee. How did you find this place? Cole asked, looking around. I used to come here when I first started the company. When I couldn't afford anything else, Diana explained, nostalgia in her voice. Success changed you? He asked. Success isolated me. I got so focused on building the company that I stopped seeing people. They became resources, not humans, she admitted. And now, he prompted, now I'm 42, successful, and completely alone. So I question whether it was worth it, she said, stirring her coffee absently. What would you change? If you could go back, he asked curiously. I'd make time for people, for relationships, for life outside work, she said immediately. It's not too late, he pointed out gently. Isn't it? I'm 42. Everyone my age is married with families. I miss that window, she said sadly. I'm 35 with 2 kids and no partner. We've all missed some windows. The question is what windows are still open, he said. She smiled. You're very optimistic for someone whose wife left him. I'm practical. Optimism is just practical hopefulness, he said, taking a bite of pancake. They talked for 2 hours about business, life, kids, regrets. Tell me about them. Harper and Owen, Diana requested. Cole's face lit up. Harper is fierce, wants to be a lawyer, argues about everything. Owen is gentle, loves music, plays piano. They're complete opposites, but inseparable. Do they know about their mother? She asked carefully. They know she left. They don't fully understand why. I try not to poison them against her, but it's hard when she hasn't called in 2 years, he said, pain evident in his voice. That must be difficult. Protecting them from that pain, she said sympathetically. The hardest part of parenting. Knowing you can't shield them from everything, he agreed. At 7:30, Cole's phone rang. That's my sister. I should get the kids, he said apologetically. Of course, thank you for breakfast. And for last night, Diana said. Anytime. And Diana, think about what I said. Don't quit, he urged. I will, she promised. Over the next week, Cole continued his contract work at Frost Industries. He saw Diana occasionally in the hallways. She'd nod, smile slightly, keep walking. Professional, distant. On Friday, she appeared at his temporary workspace. "Can I talk to you?" she asked. "Of course, come in," he said, gesturing to a chair. She sat looking nervous. "I took your advice." "About what?" he asked. "I told my board I need help, that I'm overwhelmed and the company needs additional leadership," she explained. "How did they react?" he asked. "They were relieved. Apparently, I've been running myself into the ground and everyone could see it but me. They're hiring a COO to share the load," she said. "That's great," he said warmly. "It is, but Cole, I realized something else," she said, meeting his eyes. "What's that?" he asked gently. "I need help in my personal life too. I don't know how to have friends, how to build relationships outside work. And I was wondering—" She trailed off. "Wondering what?" he prompted. "Would you have lunch with me? Not as a contractor and CEO. As friends?" she asked hopefully. "I'd like that," he agreed. They started having lunch together weekly. Then it became twice weekly. Then almost daily. "People are talking," Diana mentioned at lunch one day. "About what?" Cole asked. "About us, having lunch together so often," she explained. "Does it bother you?" he asked. "No, but I don't want it to affect your work here," she said, concerned. "My work speaks for itself. Let them talk," he said easily. 3 weeks into their friendship, Cole invited her to Harper's piano recital. "You don't have to come. I know you're busy," he started. "I'd love to come if that's okay," she interrupted. "The kids don't know about you. I mean, they know I have lunch with my boss sometimes, but—" He fumbled. "I understand. I'm just a colleague. That's fine," she assured him. But at the recital, when Diana sat next to Cole and Harper saw her, the girl smiled. After Owen's performance, Harper approached them. "You came," Harper said to Diana, surprised. "Your dad invited me. You were wonderful," Diana said sincerely. "Owen was better," Harper said matter-of-factly. "You were both amazing," Cole said firmly. Later, after ice cream, the twins went to play at the park nearby. "They're great kids," Diana observed, watching them. "They are, loud, opinionated, exhausting, but great," Cole agreed with a smile. "Do they ask about their mother?" she asked carefully. "Sometimes, less now than before. I think they're adjusting to it being just us," he said. "That must have been hard." "On all of you," she said sympathetically. "It was. Still is sometimes. But we're okay," he said. "You're more than okay. You're a good father, Cole," she said warmly. "Thank you," he said, touched. Harper ran over. "Dad, can Miss Diana come to dinner sometime?" Cole looked at Diana. "Would you want to?" "I'd love to," she said, smiling at Harper. Dinner at Cole's house was chaos. Owen practicing piano. Harper arguing about homework. The dog barking. "This is my life," Cole said apologetically as Diana arrived. "It's wonderful," she said, meaning it. She helped set the table. Listened to Owen's piano piece. Helped Harper with math. "You're good at this," Cole observed while they did dishes. "At what?" she asked. "Being here with kids. I thought you'd be uncomfortable," he admitted. "I'm terrified, but it's a good kind of terrified. Like trying something new," she said honestly. After the kids went to bed, they sat on his couch with wine. "Thank you for tonight," Diana said softly. "Thank you for coming. The kids loved having you here," he said. "Just the kids?" she asked, looking at him. "No, not just the kids," he admitted. They kissed, gentle, exploratory, both surprised. When they pulled apart, Diana looked scared. "I don't know how to do this," she said. "Do what?" he asked gently. "This, relationships, dating. I'm 42, and I've never had a serious relationship that wasn't about work," she admitted. "Then we figure it out together," he said simply. "What about the kids and work? And the fact that you're still technically under contract with my company?" she asked, anxiety creeping in. "My contract ends in a week. We can wait until then to make this official. As for the kids, we go slow. Let them adjust." "Diana, I'm not asking you to rush anything," he reassured her. "What are you asking?" she asked. "To try. To see if this could be something real. No pressure, no expectations, just trying," he said. "Okay," she agreed, a small smile forming. "Okay," he asked, hopeful. "Okay, let's try," she said more firmly. His contract ended the following Friday. Monday, they went public with their relationship. Just to their inner circles. His sister, her assistant, the kids. "Are you Dad's girlfriend?" Harper asked Diana directly. "I am. Is that okay with you?" Diana asked nervously. Harper considered. "Do you make him happy?" "I try to," Diana said honestly. "Then it's okay, but if you hurt him, I'll be mad," Harper said seriously. "That's fair," Diana agreed. Owen was quieter. Pulled Cole aside later. Is she going to leave like Mom did? He asked, worry in his voice. I don't think so. But Owen, I can't promise that. I can only promise that I'll protect you guys no matter what, Cole said gently. Okay, Owen said, still uncertain. 2 months into dating, Diana met Cole's sister Rachel. So you're the CEO my brother won't shut up about, Rachel said, shaking Diana's hand. Guilty, Diana said, amused. He's a good man. Don't hurt him, Rachel said seriously. I'll try not to, Diana promised. Try hard. He's been through enough, Rachel said. Later, Diana asked Cole, does everyone in your life threaten people you date? Just the people who matter. Harper, Owen, Rachel. That's pretty much it, he said with a grin. No one else, she asked. No one else worth introducing to someone I'm dating, he said meaningfully. Oh, she said, understanding the implication. 3 months in, the board called Diana in for a meeting. We've noticed you've been different lately. Happier, more balanced. It's good to see, the chairman said. Thank you. I've been working on work-life balance, she explained. We've also noticed you're dating someone. An IT contractor who worked here, he continued. I am. Is that a problem? She asked, tensing. Not at all. As long as it doesn't affect your work, which it hasn't. In fact, your work has improved, so we approve, he said, smiling. You needed to approve, she asked, surprised. No, but we wanted you to know we support you having a life outside this company. We should have encouraged that years ago, he admitted. If you believe that sometimes asking for help leads to finding love, share below. The best relationships start when we're vulnerable enough to be real. 4 months into dating, Cole's ex-wife appeared. No warning, just showed up at his door on a Saturday morning. Diana was there, making breakfast with the kids. The doorbell rang. Harper answered. Mom? Harper said, shocked. Everyone froze. Cole came to the door. Vanessa, what are you doing here? I came to see my children, Vanessa said, as if it were obvious. After 2 years of no contact, Cole asked, anger in his voice. I needed time to find myself. I'm ready now, Vanessa said. Diana stayed in the kitchen with Owen, who looked terrified. You can't just show up after 2 years, Cole started. I'm their mother. I have rights, Vanessa interrupted. You lost those rights when you abandoned them, Cole said firmly. I didn't abandon them. I needed space. There's a difference, Vanessa argued. Harper stepped between them. You left. You didn't call. You didn't visit. That's abandoning. Harper, sweetheart, Vanessa started. Don't call me that. You don't get to call me that, Harper said, tears in her eyes. Cole gently moved Harper behind him. Vanessa, you need to leave. I'm not leaving without seeing my children, Vanessa said stubbornly. Then we'll talk through lawyers. You're not seeing them without proper legal channels, Cole said, starting to close the door. Who's that in your kitchen? Vanessa asked, craning to see Diana. None of your business, Cole said. You're dating someone? Around my children? Vanessa asked accusingly. Your children. You haven't been their mother in 2 years. Don't start now, Cole said, shutting the door. After she left, Diana found Cole sitting with both kids, all of them crying. I'm sorry you had to see that, Cole said to her. Don't apologize. Are you all okay? She asked, kneeling in front of them. She wants to come back, Owen said, scared. We won't let her, Harper said fiercely. Your dad will protect you, I promise, Diana said, looking at Cole. He nodded. Always. Vanessa's lawyer called Monday morning. My client is petitioning for joint custody, the lawyer announced. After abandoning them for 2 years? Good luck, Cole said. She's their mother. The court will consider her petition seriously, the lawyer warned. Cole hung up and called Diana immediately. She's filing for custody, he said, panic in his voice. Okay, we fight it together, Diana said calmly. Diana, this could get messy, public, affect your reputation, he started. I don't care about my reputation. I care about you and those kids. We fight this, she said firmly. They hired the best family lawyer they could afford. The initial consultation was grim. She's the biological mother. Courts favor mothers, even ones who've been absent. You need to prepare for the possibility of shared custody, the lawyer explained. She left them for 2 years, no contact, Cole said desperately. I know, we'll use that. But Evan, I have to be honest. This will be difficult, the lawyer said gently. The custody battle consumed the next 3 months. Diana stood by Cole through all of it. Went to lawyer meetings, testified about Cole's parenting, faced Vanessa's accusations that she was a homewrecker. I'm not the reason she left. She left before I was in the picture, Diana said calmly in court. But you're profiting from my absence, Vanessa accused. I'm not profiting. I'm supporting a good man and his children. Something you should have done, Diana replied. The judge called for order. During a recess, Vanessa cornered Diana in the hallway. You think you can replace me? Vanessa asked angrily. I'm not trying to replace you. I'm just trying to be there for them. Something you chose not to do, Diana said evenly. I made a mistake. I'm trying to fix it, Vanessa said. By traumatizing them all over again? By forcing yourself back into their lives when they finally adjusted? That's not fixing anything. That's selfish, Diana said. You don't know what it's like. Being a mother when you're not ready, Vanessa started. You're right, I don't. But I know what it's like to show up every day, even when it's hard. That's what Cole does. That's what parents do, Diana said firmly. The day of the final hearing, the judge asked to speak to Harper and Owen privately. Cole waited anxious. Diana held his hand. Whatever happens, we'll handle it, she said quietly. What if I lose them? He asked, voice breaking. You won't. Those kids love you. The judge will see that, she reassured him. When the judge returned, her face was serious. I've spoken with the children. I've reviewed all the evidence. Here is my ruling, she began. Cole held his breath. Primary custody remains with the father, Cole Bennett. Vanessa Bennett is granted supervised visitation once a month for 6 months. After that, we'll reassess based on her consistency and the children's well-being, the judge announced. Cole nearly collapsed with relief. Vanessa stood angrily. This is unfair. Ms. Bennett, you abandoned your children for 2 years. You're fortunate I'm granting any visitation. Don't make me regret it, the judge said sharply. Outside the courthouse, Cole hugged Diana tightly. We did it, he said. You did it. Those kids testified that they want to stay with you. That's what won this, she said. I couldn't have done it without you, he said seriously. Yes, you could have, but I'm glad I got to help, she said, kissing him. Harper and Owen ran over, the social worker following. We get to stay with Dad, Harper announced. And Ms. Diana can still come over, Owen added. That's the plan, Diana said, hugging them both. Vanessa's first supervised visit was 2 weeks later. She showed up on time at least. Spent an hour with the kids at a family services office. When Cole picked them up, they were quiet. How was it? He asked gently. Weird, Harper said. She cried a lot, Owen added. Did she apologize? McCole asked. She said she was sorry. But Dad, I don't think I forgive her yet, Harper said honestly. That's okay. You don't have to forgive her until you're ready. Or ever if that's what you need, Cole said. That night, after the kids were asleep, Diana and Cole talked. Do you think she'll keep showing up? Diana asked. I don't know. Part of me hopes she does, for the kids. Part of me hopes she disappears again, Cole admitted. Why would you hope she shows up? Diana asked, surprised. Because maybe the kids need to see that she's trying. Even if it's hard. Maybe that's better than wondering forever, he explained. You're very generous. Most people wouldn't be, she observed. I'm not generous, I'm practical. Bitterness doesn't help anyone, he said. 6 months later, Vanessa missed her 3rd consecutive visit. The social worker called. I'm sorry, Mr. Bennett. She's not responding to our calls. So she's done? Cole asked. It appears so. We'll close the case unless she reaches out, the social worker confirmed. Cole told the kids gently. She left again, Harper said, not even surprised. She did, Cole confirmed. Are you sad? Owen asked. I'm sad for you guys, but honestly, I'm relieved. We can move forward now, Cole said. With Ms. Diana, Harper asked hopefully. If she'll have us, Cole said, smiling. I think she will, Harper said confidently. That evening, Cole asked Diana to move in. It's been 8 months. The kids love you. I love you. And honestly, you're here every night anyway, he said. Are you sure? That's a big step, she said carefully. I've never been more sure of anything, he said. Then yes, I'd love to move in, she agreed. They told the kids the next morning. Ms. Diana's moving in with us, Owen cheered. Does this mean you're staying forever? Harper asked Diana seriously. I'm planning on it, Diana said. Good, we like you, Harper said simply. Moving Diana's stuff in was surreal. Her minimalist furniture mixed with Cole's kid-friendly chaos. I own 17 throw pillows, Diana observed, looking at a box. We have 0 throw pillows, Cole said. Compromise, she suggested. 8 throw pillows, he offered. 9, she countered. Deal, he agreed, laughing. 1 month after moving in, Diana's ex-business partner resurfaced. Marcus Webb, the man she'd started Frost Industries with before he left to start a competing company. He wanted to merge the companies. Think about it, Diana. Together we dominate the market, Marcus said in her office. We tried being partners. You left, she reminded him. That was business. This is different. We're both more mature now, he argued. I'm not interested, she said firmly. Because of that contractor you're dating? Diana, don't let a relationship cloud your business judgment, he said condescendingly. Cole has nothing to do with this. I'm not interested because I don't trust you, Marcus. You left once. You'll leave again, she said. I left because you were impossible to work with. All work, no life. Has that changed? He challenged. Actually, yes. I have a life now. A real one. And I'm not sacrificing it for a merger, she said. You've gone soft, he said dismissively. No, I've gotten smart. There's a difference, she replied. After he left, Diana sat at her desk, shaking. Cole called. How did the meeting go? He called me soft for choosing life over business, she said. Are you soft? Cole asked gently. Maybe. Is that bad? She asked. No. That's growth. That's healthy. Diana, you're not soft. You're balanced. There's a huge difference, he said. I love you, she said suddenly. I love you too. Come home early. The kids want to show you their science project, he said warmly. I'll be there in an hour, she promised. If you believe that the hardest battles teach us what really matters, subscribe below. Sometimes fighting for love means fighting through the past. 1 year after that 2 a.m. server room meeting, Cole proposed. Not at a fancy restaurant. At home during breakfast with the kids present. Diana, I need to ask you something, he said, kneeling beside her chair. Harper and Owen giggled, knowing what was coming. What's this? Diana asked, surprised. Marry me. Marry us. Be part of this chaotic, loud, imperfect family officially, he said, holding out a ring. You guys knew about this? Diana asked the twins. Dad asked us first, Harper said proudly. We said yes, Owen added. Diana looked at all three of them, tears streaming. Yes, obviously yes. They got married 3 months later. Small ceremony, backyard wedding, just close friends and family. Harper and Owen stood as best man and maid of honor. Do you, Diana, take Cole to be your husband? The officiant asked. I do, she said, voice strong. And do you accept Harper and Owen as your stepchildren? The officiant continued. I absolutely do, she said, looking at the twins. Kids, do you accept Diana as your stepmother? The officiant asked. Yes, they said in unison. Then I pronounce you family. You may kiss your bride, the officiant announced. The reception was in Cole's backyard. Casual, joyful, perfect. Diana's assistant, Jennifer, pulled her aside. You look happy. I am happy, terrifyingly happy, Diana admitted. Why terrifying? Jennifer asked. Because I never thought I'd have this. And now that I do, I'm scared of losing it, Diana explained. Don't waste time being scared. Just enjoy it, Jennifer advised. 2 months into marriage, Frost Industries was acquired. Not hostile, Diana's choice. I'm selling the company, she announced to Cole. What? Why? He asked, shocked. Because I've been CEO for 12 years. I built it, grew it, and now I'm ready for something different, she explained. What's different? He asked. I don't know yet, but I have time to figure it out. The sale comes with a consulting contract for 2 years, so we're financially secure. After that, I want to explore, she said. Explore what? He asked curiously. Teaching, maybe. Mentoring, spending time with the kids. Actually being present instead of constantly stressed, she said. Are you sure, Montwin? He asked seriously. I've never been more sure. Cole, you taught me that success isn't just about business. It's about life. I want a life, she said. The sale was finalized 3 months later. Diana's last day as CEO was emotional. 12 years, she said in her goodbye speech. I built this company from nothing, but along the way I lost myself. 2 years ago, I almost quit. Then I met someone who taught me that asking for help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Today I'm selling this company not because I'm giving up, but because I'm choosing life. Thank you for everything. The staff gave her a standing ovation. 6 months into marriage, Diana started mentoring young female entrepreneurs. I love it, she told Cole one evening. I help them avoid the mistakes I made. What mistakes? He asked. Sacrificing everything for success. Believing that relationships are distractions. Missing out on life, she listed. Do they listen? He asked. Some do. Some think I'm just old and burnt out, she said, laughing. You're neither old nor burnt out. You're experienced and balanced, he said. 1 year into marriage, Harper asked Diana a hard question. Can I call you Mom? Harper asked one night after dinner. Diana froze, emotions overwhelming her. Are you sure? You're my mom. Not the one who gave birth to me, but the one who's actually here. So yes, I'm sure, Harper said firmly. I would be honored, Diana said, tears falling. Owen overheard. Can I call you Mom too? Both of you can call me whatever feels right, Diana said, pulling them both into a hug. Cole watched from the doorway, his own eyes wet. 2 years into marriage, Vanessa called. First contact in over a year. I heard you got married, Vanessa said. I did, Cole confirmed. To that CEO woman, she said. Her name is Diana, and yes, he said. Are the kids okay? Vanessa asked. They're great. Harper made honor roll. Owen won a piano competition. They're thriving, he reported. Do they ask about me? She asked quietly. Not anymore, he admitted honestly. Silence on the line. I made a lot of mistakes, Vanessa said finally. You did, Cole agreed. I don't suppose there's any chance, she started. No, Cole interrupted gently. Vanessa, you made your choice. The kids have moved on. Let them be happy. Are they happy, Schustermanur? She asked. Very. Diana is an incredible mother to them, he said. I should have been that mother, she said, regret thick in her voice. Yes, but you weren't, and you can't undo that, he said. After hanging up, Cole told Diana about the call. How do you feel, she asked. Sad for her, grateful for you. Mostly grateful, he said. The kids are lucky to have you, she said. We're all lucky to have each other, he corrected. 3 years after that server room night, they had another family meeting. We want to talk about something, Cole said to Harper and Owen, now 13. You're having a baby, Harper guessed. No, Diana said, laughing. We're considering adopting. Adopting? Owen asked, surprised. There's a little girl, 5 years old, in foster care. She needs a family. We were thinking maybe she could be part of ours, Cole explained. Would she be our sister? Harper asked. If you're comfortable with that, Diana said. The twins looked at each other. Some silent communication. What's her name? Owen asked. Mia, Diana said softly. Can we meet her first? Harper asked. Of course, and Cole agreed. They met Mia the following week. Shy, quiet, clearly traumatized. But Owen sat with her, played piano. Harper showed her their house, gentle and kind. What do you think? Cole asked the twins privately. She's scared, Harper observed. Like we were when Mom left, Owen added. So we should help her, Harper decided. By being her family? Diana asked hopefully. By being her family, Harper confirmed. The adoption took 6 months. Mia joined the family 3 weeks before Harper and Owen's 14th birthday. This is your room, Harper told Mia, showing her around. And that's Owen's room. And that's Mom and Dad's room. You can come get us anytime you're scared, okay? Mia nodded, still quiet but starting to trust. 4 years after Cole fixed Diana's servers at 2 a.m., they returned to that server room. Why are we here? Diana asked, looking around the now updated space. Anniversary tradition. Where it all started, Cole explained. That bet I made, that you'd quit in 10 minutes, she remembered. You owe me $1,000, he teased. I gave you my whole heart instead. I think that's worth more, she said, smiling. Much more, he agreed, kissing her. They stood where she'd sat that night, exhausted and defeated. I was writing my resignation letter that night, Diana said softly. I know, you told me, Cole reminded her. If you hadn't shown up, I would have quit. Walked away from everything, she said. But I did show up, and you didn't quit. You asked for help instead, he said. Best decision I ever made, she said. Second best, he corrected. What was the best, sir, she asked. Saying yes when I proposed, he said. At home, the kids were waiting. Harper, now 14, was helping Mia, now 9, with homework. Owen, also 14, was practicing a new piano piece. How was your anniversary trip down memory lane? Harper asked when they came in. Nostalgic, Diana said, hugging her. Did Dad tell you about the thing? Owen asked excitedly. What thing? Diana asked suspiciously. Cole pulled out an envelope. Open it. Inside, plane tickets, 4 of them, plus 1 child ticket. Paris, Diana asked, eyes wide. You mentioned once you'd never been, that you always wanted to go but never had time. Now you have time, Cole explained. We're all going? Harper asked, excited. Family trip. 2 weeks, this summer, Cole confirmed. I've never been on a plane, Mia said quietly. Then this will be your first of many adventures, Diana said, kneeling to her level. 5 years after that server room night, Diana gave a TED Talk. 5 years ago, I was the CEO of a tech company, successful by every measure, and completely miserable, she began. I had money, power, respect, but I had no one to share it with. So at 2 a.m. one night, I sat in my office writing my resignation letter. Then an IT contractor showed up to fix my failing servers. I bet him $1,000 he'd quit in 10 minutes. He didn't quit. He stayed all night. And in staying, he taught me something crucial. Success isn't about how much you achieve alone. It's about who you become when you let people in. Today, I'm no longer a CEO. I'm a wife, a mother to 3 incredible kids, and a mentor to young entrepreneurs. My bank account is smaller. My life is infinitely richer. The best investment I ever made wasn't in my company. It was in relationships, in asking for help, in admitting I couldn't do it all alone. That contractor who stayed all night, he's my husband now, and he's still fixing things. But now he's fixing family dinners, homework struggles, and teenage drama instead of servers. The audience laughed. My challenge to you, find your 2 a.m. moment. That moment when you're exhausted, defeated, ready to quit. And instead of quitting, ask for help. Let someone stay with you through the hard night. Because the people who stay when things are broken are the ones who help you rebuild into something better. The talk went viral. 6 years after that night, Cole's contracting business was thriving. I have too many clients, he told Diana one evening. That's a good problem, she said. I'm thinking of hiring someone, building a team instead of working alone, he said. That's amazing. What made you decide, she asked. You. Watching you learn to delegate, to ask for help, to build a team. I realized I'm doing what you used to do, trying to do everything alone, he explained. So you're taking your own advice? She asked, amused. Our advice, we learned it together, he said. 7 years after that server room meeting, Harper left for college. I'm going to miss you, Diana said, hugging her tightly. It's just college, Mom. I'll be home for holidays, Harper said. I know, but you're my first kid to leave. I'm allowed to be emotional, Diana said, crying. You're being very mom right now, Harper teased gently. Good, that's my job, Diana said. After Harper left, Diana found Mia crying in her room. What's wrong, sweetheart? Diana asked, sitting beside her. Harper's gone. What if she doesn't come back? Like my first mom didn't come back, Mia asked, fear in her voice. Harper's coming back. She loves you. She'll call, video chat, visit. She's not leaving the family, just going to school, Diana explained gently. How do you know? Mia asked. Because that's what family does. We always come back to each other, Diana said with certainty. 8 years after Cole stayed all night in that server room, they celebrated. 8 years since you fixed my servers, Diana said at dinner. 8 years since you bet me I'd quit, Cole added. Did I ever pay you that $1,000? Diana asked. You gave me 3 kids, a chaotic, wonderful life, and more love than I knew existed. I'd say we're even, Cole said. Harper, home from college, raised her glass. To Dad for not quitting. Owen added. To Mom for asking for help. Mia finished. To family for staying. To family, they all echoed. Because sometimes the best things in life start with a bet you lose. Sometimes staying when you want to quit leads to everything you didn't know you needed. Sometimes a broken server leads to a fixed heart. And sometimes the person who shows up at 2 a.m. becomes the person you wake up to every morning. If you believe that the best relationships start in unexpected moments, subscribe to Solo Parent Stories. Sometimes all it takes is staying when everyone else would quit.